You go to bed every night carrying the weight of the day in your joints, your back, your shoulders, hoping that sleep will somehow erase the ache that has become your constant companion. But morning after morning, you wake up feeling like you've aged another decade overnight, your body stiff and protesting with every movement as you try to start another day. The pain that was supposed to disappear with rest has somehow grown stronger, more insistent, whispering that this is simply what it means to grow older. But what if I told you that this isn't about aging at all? Research shows that the foods you eat at dinner directly influence your body's ability to heal and restore itself while you sleep. And traditional medicine from Asia has known for thousands of years that certain evening meals can transform your mornings from painful struggles into gentle awakenings. There's one simple addition to your dinner plate that has the power to quiet inflammation, soothe your nervous system, and help your body remember how to wake up refreshed instead of in pain. If you're ready to understand what your body's been trying to tell you and finally wake up without pain, stay with us until the end. And before we dive in, make sure to subscribe to the channel, leave a like if this message resonates with you, and share this video with someone you care about who might need gentle relief too. And in the comments, tell us where you're watching from and how old you are. You might be surprised how many others your age are feeling the same thing. You're not alone in this journey. While you sleep, your body is supposed to enter a state of deep repair, where inflammation subsides and damaged tissues rebuild themselves through the natural healing processes that evolution designed. But for many people over 60, this nightly restoration cycle has been disrupted by something most doctors never think to examine: the cascade of inflammatory signals that begin with your evening meal and continue throughout the night. Studies reveal that certain foods trigger the release of inflammatory compounds called cytokines, which travel through your bloodstream like tiny messengers of pain, settling into your joints, muscles, and connective tissues while you're trying to rest. Your digestive system, working overtime to process foods that create internal heat and irritation, sends distress signals to your brain that keep your nervous system in a state of low-level alarm, preventing the deep parasympathetic rest that's essential for healing. This isn't about getting older or having weak bones. This is about an inflammatory fire that's been burning inside your body for years, fed by well-meaning dietary choices that nobody ever told you could be the source of your morning pain. Every evening, without realizing it, you might be choosing foods that seem healthy and harmless, but are actually programming your body for a night of inflammation and a morning of stiffness. That glass of orange juice with dinner, rich in natural sugars, causes your blood sugar to spike just when your metabolism is naturally slowing down, creating inflammatory compounds that circulate through your system all night long. The whole wheat bread you've been told is good for you contains proteins that many people over 60 can no longer digest properly, leading to intestinal inflammation that triggers pain signals throughout your body. Even that late evening snack of nuts or cheese, while providing protein, can be too rich and complex for your digestive system to handle efficiently when it should be winding down for rest and repair. You might be eating a salad loaded with raw vegetables that seem virtuous, but actually require enormous digestive energy to break down, leaving your body working harder when it should be healing. These aren't moral failures or signs of poor willpower. They're simply common dietary patterns that have accumulated over decades of living in a culture that never taught us how different foods affect our bodies at different times of day, especially as our digestive systems change with age. In the ancient healing traditions of India, Ayurvedic medicine teaches that the evening meal should be like a gentle lullaby for your digestive system, composed of foods that are warm, easily digestible, and naturally anti-inflammatory. Traditional Chinese medicine has documented for over 3,000 years that certain foods eaten at dinner can either fuel inflammation or extinguish it, depending on their energetic properties and how they interact with your body's natural rhythms. The secret lies in one simple golden ingredient that has been revered in both cultures for its profound healing properties: turmeric. specifically when combined with a small amount of black pepper and consumed in warm, cooked form as part of your evening meal. Clinical studies have shown that curcumin, the active compound in turmeric, can reduce inflammatory markers in the blood by up to 40% when consumed regularly. But traditional healers knew something that modern research is just beginning to understand: that turmeric's healing power is dramatically enhanced when it's eaten warm with healthy fats and in the evening when your body is preparing for its nightly repair cycle. This isn't about taking another supplement or following a complicated diet. It's about adding one simple, warming spice to foods you already enjoy, creating a gentle anti-inflammatory environment in your body that allows your natural healing processes to work while you sleep. Robert had been waking up with such severe joint pain that he needed 15 minutes just to get out of bed each morning.
Your mind races
his
with worries
knees
about
and
tomorrow,
hips protesting
about
with
bills,
every
about
step
family,
as he
about
shuffled
all
to
the
the
things you
kitchen
can't
for his
control,
first cup of
while
coffee.
Your body aches in ways
His
that feel
doctor had
foreign and
mentioned
frightening.
arthritis and suggested pain medication. But something inside Robert rebelled against the idea of starting each day with pills just to function. His daughter, who had been studying nutrition, suggested he try adding a simple turmeric tea to his dinner routine. Just a cup of warm almond milk with a teaspoon of turmeric, a pinch of black pepper, and a touch of honey, sipped slowly while his evening meal settled. Robert was skeptical but decided to try it for 2 weeks, mainly because he was desperate for any relief that didn't come from a prescription bottle. The first few nights he didn't notice much difference, but by the end of the first week he realized he was sleeping more deeply, his body feeling less restless and agitated during the night. By the second week, something remarkable happened. He woke up one morning and stood up from bed without that familiar stab of pain, without the need to pause and gather courage for movement. It wasn't a miracle cure, but it was the beginning of mornings that felt possible again. Mornings where his body felt like a friend rather than an enemy. And he realized that sometimes the most powerful medicine comes not from fighting pain, but from nourishing the body's own desire to heal. Your morning pain isn't a life sentence, and it's not simply the price of having lived a full life. What you're experiencing is often the result of inflammation that has been quietly building in your system, fed by dietary choices that seemed harmless but were actually working against your body's natural healing rhythms. The solution isn't found in fighting your pain or accepting it as inevitable, but in understanding that your body still possesses an incredible capacity for repair and restoration when given the right conditions. Simple changes to your evening meal, gentle additions of warming, anti-inflammatory foods can create a healing environment in your body that works while you sleep, allowing you to wake up feeling more like yourself again. This isn't about perfection or dramatic dietary overhauls. It's about returning to the ancient wisdom that food is medicine, and that the way you nourish your body in the evening directly affects how you feel when you greet the morning. Your body remembers how to heal, how to restore itself, how to wake up without pain. It just needs your gentle guidance to remember the way. If this message speaks to the morning stiffness in your joints and the hope in your heart for pain-free days, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Tell me where you're watching from and what time of day your pain feels strongest. You might be surprised how many others share your experience. If you're ready to try this gentle approach to evening nutrition, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss the healing wisdom we share here. And if you know someone who's been struggling with morning pain, someone who needs to hear that their body isn't broken and that gentle relief is possible, please share this video with them. Sometimes the kindest gift we can give is the hope that better mornings are not just a dream. They're waiting to be discovered through the simple act of nourishing ourselves with intention and love. Thank you for being here, for trusting me with your pain, and for believing that your body still knows how to heal.